No one in the Bible had a perfect journey. They questioned, they cried, they waited, they wrestled with fear, disappointment, and doubt. But through it all, God never left them. Somewhere along the way, we started believing that if we're doing it right, life should be easy. But Jesus never promised ease. He promised purpose. Life can be beautiful and brutal in the same breath. Some days are mountaintops, others feel like valleys that never end. But God, He's in both. You are not behind, you are not lost, you are being led, even when it feels unclear. So breathe deep, take the next small step, and trust that the same God who led Moses through the sea is leading you through this very moment. This is not the end of your story, just the middle. Let Him keep writing. Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Grab your gloves because we're about to pour some magic. My name is Tammy, and I'm so glad you joined the chaos with me today. Today, we are going to make a lampshade for our I Spy lamp, which is going in the giveaway very soon. It's right here. I don't want to really touch it a lot. And I'm just going to pick it up and show you to those of you that may not know. You may not have seen it, but we made it together on the channel. And it's an I Spy lamp. It's what I call my I Spy lamps. It's made with all of my bits and bobs. That's what we call them here on the channel. And it's really all of my scrap resin pieces. And we call them bits and bobs over here. I have domed the bottom and put my name in there. But you will find tons of things inside of here. I had a lot of people say they want a lampshade for the lamp. So that's what we're going to do. And then we will get the giveaway going and see who the winner is of this beautiful I Spy lamp. I picked out these two molds right here to make our lampshades with. I thought they would be a good choice. Now, what these are molds for a cake stand. They have that little nipple in the center there, and that's to stick your rods through for your cake stand, because it's a 3-tier cake stand. This being at the top, and then there's another one that goes on the bottom that's bigger than these two. But I thought these two might be a good option. Because this right here will sit on top of the bulb. I purchased this off of Amazon. It'll sit right on top of the bulb, and then our lampshade will sit on the top here. So I wasn't sure if this would be the size we would want. Let you have a little look here. I didn't know if that would be a size we would want, or maybe this size. So I don't know which one's going to look the best, so we're just going to do both sizes. I remember back in the day when these cake stands were so popular. Oh my goodness. My Instagram feed was full of people making these in all kinds of ways. I mean, just the most beautiful cake stands you've ever laid your eyes on. There was a lot of creativity going into these cake stands. And then, like everything does, it falls off and something new comes on the screen. Because we're always evolving, right? So I'm just running some tape through here, making sure the molds are clean. What we're going to do is we're going to create in these, and then we're going to let them cure up a little bit. I don't want them fully cured. I want them to be real flimsy when we pull them out of the mold. You know, where they are not going to hold their shape. And that way, we can place them inside of a bowl. and then let them fully cure in that bowl. And then we'll have some lampshades. Hopefully. All right. I need to pick out some colors here. I'm just really going to go with, I think, I wonder if we should do one of them in alcohol inks, kind of like a beautiful peachy effect. And then in the other one, maybe do some opaque colors with like a beautiful swirl. I don't know what's going to look the best. All right, so let's get started. I have my colors picked out. We're going to go with like an ocean vibe over here to the right, and then over here to the left, like a sunset vibe. So I've picked out some colors to do that. I hope they play well together, but if they don't, we can always make some more, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and start with this bigger one. That way I'll know how much more resin we need to mix up, if we need to mix up any more. So we're going to go ahead and make this one first, and it's going to be our ocean vibe. I picked out the turquoise blue in this brand. Get that from Amazon. My marlin blue from Laura's Art Corner. My cool mint by Laura's from Laura's Art Corner. My frosty mint by Laura's from Laura's Art Corner. And then we're going to put in a little bit of Super Sparkle Silver. This is a reflection glitter from Laura's Art Corner. So I'm just going to get some cups out here, and I'm just going to start mixing these colors up right quick. I like to mix my mica powder up in just a tiny bit of resin, and then I add the rest of the resin to the cup. So I have just a little bit of resin in here. I'm going to go ahead and get a nice size scoop of that out. And then we're going to get it stirred up in that tiny amount of resin. And that way we won't have any mica powder clumps in our piece. Now the rest of the colors I'm just going to mix up in the resin that I put in the cup. But we are going to share a little bit from those cups to this one to equal them out. Okay, that looks good. That's a beautiful turquoise, isn't it? So pretty. All right, I'm going to take a little bit from each cup. And I'm going to try to get them all pretty equal. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm going to get to stirring up the rest of our colors. And I'll put you on a time lapse while I do that. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of the glitter. And I don't want a lot. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit to each one of these cups. Now we're going to take our mold and we're going to spritz it with some alcohol around the edges and in the bottom. And I'm just going to bop it upside down, get any excess out, and then back around again. And now we're going to go ahead and place our colors down. But I want to put our base layer down first. And that's what you're going to see on the other side. And this one right here is rather dark for what I want. So it might be the least that I use. I don't know. And these two colors look a lot alike. So why don't we add a little bit of interference blue mica powder in with it. See if we can change it up just a little bit. Yes. Now I'm going to go in with that lightest color. And now I'm going to take my clear epoxy resin. I think I like that. Looks good. Let's add a little bit of this through here. Now I'm just going to take this silicone piece here, and I'm just going to move through here just a little bit. Just like that. And that looks good. Yes, I like that. Now we need to work on this one. But I'm going to have to mix up some more resin because we don't have enough to start with. I've got some more resin mixed up, so we're going to go ahead and mix up our micas. I put a little bit of resin in each of those cups to mix our micas up. I got Boomerang Lilac from Laura's Art Corner. I hope these colors play nicely together. This is a really pretty color. But that's a little bit darker than I wanted. I should have held off on it. But we'll see what we can do. This is my Duo Violet Brass from Pearl X. And this is just a yellow mica out of one of the Bond Crafter kits. And then this is my orange dye from Color Pour. And I put 5 drops in. Now I'm going to take my Super Sparkle Gold. It's a reflection glitter from Laura's Art Corner. And I'm going to add a little bit to each cup. I don't know if you can see that. It's about how much I put in each cup. I'm going to spritz some alcohol into the mold here, just like we done the other one. Bop it upside down, get the excess out, and turn it back around. Now we're going to go ahead and add what we want our base to look like. And now I'm going to take the clear resin. We're going to take the heat gun, pass it through there, pop any surface bubbles. Spritz some alcohol to pop those bubbles. And then we're going to let it cure up, but we still want it to be where we can kind of form it. So it's going to be fully cured, but where we can bend it and move it. All right, I will see you later. I decided against it. I'm going to go ahead. I just can't stand it. And I'm going to take my silicone tip tool here, and I'm going to move through it just a little bit. And then I'm going to get out. I don't want to muddy it up. Just want to move through it a little bit and see if that'll help it out when it starts curing. All right. We're going to let those bubbles go ahead and come to the top since we moved through there, and then I will pop them with some alcohol, just like that. So I'll check it in about 10 more minutes and go back over it with the alcohol. And I will see you when it's time to demold them. All right, let's see if we can get these out and get them shaped. I have this bowl right here. And I want to see if I can get this one in this bowl. So here it is, and we can move it really well. So I want to, you see that little bump, ledge, whatever you want to call it. First, let's check out how it turned out. I think it turned out really pretty. What do you think? So, let's see. I'm going to turn it this way. And I just want to get it right in that little ledge right there. There we go. That's how I want that one. Now this one, let's demold it and see how it turned out. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. And you see that hole in the center? That's if you can find some hardware that will fit through there to make a lampshade out of. It would work out perfectly. So if you have some of these cake stand molds, then yeah, start making you some lampshades. Okay, I've got this bowl right here. And I want to let's see. We want this facing the other way, but take a second to look at that interference blue in there. Look at that. It's beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, we're going to turn it over. And then I'm going to take these little bottles here, and I'm going to create some ripples with these bottles. First, we have to get that in the center. Wait a minute. I've got to get this in the center. Is that in the center? I think it is. Okay. Now, we're going to go around it and make our ripples for our beautiful lampshade. I think I'm going to have to go grab another ink. I don't think I grabbed enough. No, we need one more. Make sure your lids are good and closed, though. You don't want a bunch of ink down there messing your lampshade up. Okay, that looks good. We're going to let it sit in there and cure for 24 hours, and I'll meet you back. But I don't think it's quite straight, you guys. What do you think? I don't know. It looks straight. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me. All right. Maybe it is. I don't know. All right. We're going to roll with it. Okay. I'll meet you back in 24 hours. But I'm really thinking about maybe putting some eye pin screws in, like here, and like here, 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 and here, and dangling something from our lampshade. So let me think about what we could cast and do that with, and then we'll do it on one of the lampshades and not on the other, and see what we like. Okay? All right, let me think about what we're going to cast, and we'll do that too. Yeah, might as well. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Let's get our lampshades out. I had to order another piece to connect our lampshade. Oh, look at that. That is so cute. That is cute. I love it. Cute little lampshade. But I had to order something else because what I have is not going to work. This right here, it's not going to work. So I had to order something else. I'm waiting on it to come in, and then we will put it on the lamp. But we need to figure out which shade we're going to use and which one we want to put. Well, we need to figure out if we want to put something dangling from it. All right. Oh, that turned out so pretty. But look, the bowl kind of put a little indentation on it. You see that? It doesn't look bad though. That is so pretty. I love it. Yeah, let's let me go get the lamp, and then we'll see which one looks better on the lamp. Okay, I went and got the lamp. So, I don't know about that one. I don't know if I like that one. It's too little. Let's try this other one. That looks better. Yeah. It looks better. That's cute. It's so stinking cute. I love it. Okay. Let's see here. Let me see if I can plug it up. There we go. I turned my lights off and turned it on. It's cute. It's really cute. So we need to dangle something from it. I think it would make it even cuter. And I don't want to dangle something around, I mean, I don't want to make it full. I just want to put something dangling from each little section that we made there. The ripples, I want to hang something from each tip of each ripple. I think that would be cute. Let me turn this off. Oops. See, that's why I couldn't use this. Because it said on the directions that if you put this on the bulb and then you took this piece and put it inside of the lampshade, that gravity would keep it from falling out. But that's not true. Watch. See there? So I had to order something different. I finally got in the little fixture that I wanted to use for the lamp. And I think it's going to be so cute. Now this is what I was looking for, something like this, because of the molds that we used. These cupcake stand molds, they have that little nib right there. And that's perfect for lampshades. And I'm so glad we used these because of what I got in. Now this is what I was looking for. I don't know how I didn't see it the first time I went hunting for something, and we ended up with I don't know what in the world that was over there. I don't know what kind of place they live, but here the gravity they're talking about that wouldn't knock that shade over, I don't have that kind of gravity here. Yeah, so, and I don't expect you do either. So we're gonna have to go with this right here. All right, let me show you how this works, or this is what I think anyway. This is what I read in the directions. We're going to pull that out a little bit, and then we're going to slide it over our bulb. Oh, I don't have it in there tight. Hold on. All right, we're going to slide it over our bulb. And then we're going to take this beautiful thing right here, and y'all know I'm going to make a mold. I got 2 of these, and you know I'm going to make a mold out of that. Yep, I sure am. I got 2 of them. I got a 2-pack. So now we can make our own to put on top of our lamps. Yep. So this is what we're going to do. I don't think anybody's going to want this shade right here. Oh, look at that. It fits right in there. Why is it moving around? Oh. I wonder if I squeeze that out too much. Let's see. Yep, I did. Okay. You can't pull it out like I did. You got to mush it in there. Perfect. There we go. Okay, I don't think anybody's going to want this little bitty lampshade. Although it's very cute. I just don't think nobody's going to want that one. So, we have this one. We're going to slide it on there. And then we're going to take our nifty little thing here and screw it on. Just like that. Stop it. You just stop it right now. That is too cute. Let me get you down so you can see it. And there it is. That is so beautiful. It's beautiful. And remember, when you shut the lights off, there are pieces in here that glow in the dark and on the base. So whoever wins this is going to have the cutest little lamp ever. I'm jealous. I want to keep it. No, I'm kidding. Whoever wins it, I hope they really enjoy it. Because remember, we've been through 3 of these things, trying to get it right. Now, I decided not to put anything dangling from the lampshade. And the reason, it's not because I didn't want to put in the work, because I would have most definitely done that and enjoyed every bit of it. But the reason I didn't is because whoever wins it might not be too much like me. You know, I would dangle something from every spot on here that you can see. But that's the too much in me. And somebody might not want anything dangling from it. So if they want to do it, whoever wins it, they can do it. It'd be easy to do. Just screw in your little places, pop in your eye-pin screws, and dangle your pieces. But I'm not going to do it because I don't know if who wins it would like that. So that's why I decided not to go that route. Friends, we're going to have to start a new list for the giveaway for this, because I have tore my binders completely to pieces. I mean, they are in smithereens right now. I've got a mess to clean up looking for that list that had those of you that wanted to be in this giveaway for this lamp. So we're just going to have to start a new list. So when you finish this video, go over to my post and I'll put a little snapshot picture of this. It should be the very first post in there, though, that you come to. And if you'll comment underneath that video, we'll go ahead and get the giveaway started for this lamp and get it off to its new home. So go over there and let me know if you want to be in this giveaway. And I'll give about 2 to 3 days to let you get your name on the list. And then we'll go ahead and spin the wheel and see who's the winner of this beautiful lamp. Now, I don't want to sugarcoat anything. So I do want to let you know that on the top here where the bowl was at, there's a little bit of a... I mean, it's not bad at all. It does not take away from the beauty of the lamp. But I just wanted to let you know I'm not trying to hide that. And also, it kind of rocks a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on there, but maybe inside there where the bulb's at, maybe you can put something in it to close that gap. But other than that, she's really cute. Really cute. And I would love to have a lamp like this. But we're going to make some more. I've got my bits and bobs container almost filled again. So we might be coming up on another lamp here soon. And it's about that time, my friends, for a sweet goodbye. And I will see you in the next video. God bless you. Goodbye, my friends.